formula, the element of fantasy, the element of repetition. Because if it is spoken, the spoken word is always very repetitive. Repetition. Yes, the use of hyperbole, extensive use of dialogue, yes, dialogue, direct translation, direct speech. But also, let us not forget to include the moral lesson, presence of a moral lesson. A story will always be wrapped up in a moral lesson or two. Then, from that, we advance to the next end question, which is a question on the moral lesson itself. Learners expected to present hadithi hii inatufundisha hii. Class 1 work still. Hadithi hii inatufundisha the moral lesson. Was I using numbers or letters? Moral lesson itself. The question on moral lesson, I go back to the emphasis that was laid there, which is on illustrating the answers. So for the moral lesson, it is always, and we have taught this, especially when we are preparing learners for paper 3. The easiest way to handle the question on moral lesson is the understanding of moral values. And what is it about values? Values are what people do. These are human actions. And what is it about values? Values must always have an outcome. And usually the outcome could be a positive outcome, or a negative one. This is the basis of a moral lesson. So a virtue, a good human habit, will always be rewarded, and a negative human habit, a vice, will be punished. Hard work pays. So learners are supposed to get to know how to present this, because from our tradition, usually the moral lesson is presented in a negative, using a negative sentence. We should not. And the emphasis here, it is about what we should do. So best way to go about it is to use this approach where you are identifying a good thing and the reward, or if there's something negative that has happened, mention that this person is dishonest, and at the end, look at what happens to them. You see the outcome of their choices. But still, getting back to the chief emphasis, which is responses must be illustrated. So even after the learner has said, we can see the moral lesson here is hard work pays, they must illustrate. Kasuku is very hardworking, and at the end of the day, see, they have won that trophy. Illustration. Moving on to the next, the question item 4, the question on activities. The question on activities. Activities. What's the question on activities? Usually,